Hey, twin, and welcome back to the Beautiful Twin Sisters podcast.
All my beautiful twin sisters.
Beautiful twin sisters. Beautiful twin sisters.
Guys, I know a handful of you noticed the new logo in last week's episode, and even this week's episode. Oh my gosh. Shout out to the new logo. That may or may not be because we are
Shout out to the new logo.
Shout out. And that might be because we're releasing merch soon. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. We finally have an official logo. We're finally finishing up our merch designs, and I think we will potentially be launching them next week if I am correct about that. Guys,
We'll see. Either way, it's very soon. It's not the sweatshirt we're wearing right now. This is Alchemy from my friend Mai. So shout out to Mai's logo.
Shout out to Mai's. But next week we will be pulling up in the merch samples because we're going to be sent those next week and launching next week. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Anyways, onto the freaking topic of this podcast. Happy November, y'all. The fall and winter seasons are upon us, and we wanted to talk a bit about feeling like, that seasonal depression vibe and when you're in a slump, and we're going to tell you guys how we get out of that. Are you ready, guys? Are you ready to get the motivation of a lifetime?
Yes, I am.
Period. Ashley, do you feel like any amount of seasonal depression is hitting you yet, or not really?
At the time of filming this, not necessarily, because the weather is so warm in New York.
Yeah, that's, what's that called? Global warming. Why did I forget the name of
Yeah, that's like, como se dice,
how do you
global
say?
warming?
What is it called again? Scratching my head?
That's funny.
No, it's like 80 degrees in New York this week. I don't know why.
Yeah, I heard from Kelly that it's supposed to be maybe the warmest fall on record, but keep in mind I heard that from Kelly, so like I don't know if that's cap or not.
Definitely cap. I'm just
Who
kidding.
knows? It might not be cap, but it's pretty warm here. And I don't know. I feel like my birthday was a little while back, and I remember having birthdays where there were snowstorms on my birthday,
Right.
like feet of snow.
Yeah.
So for it to be like, we're also in the city, which is at least 10 degrees warmer than upstate, but it's like 75 degrees Fahrenheit.
Bro, yeah, I remember usually on Halloween, like growing up as a kid, it would be like raining or snowing.
Yeah, Halloween is like,
You couldn't trick or treat as a kid.
oh my God, no. Like I would wear snow pants to go trick-or-treating because it'd
Yeah.
be so cold. Like you have to wear gloves, you have to wear scarf, earmuffs, or like wear some type of costume, or you have a big jacket. Like you cannot wear a cutesy outfit
Not
where
at
we
all.
are from. No.
But this year you could.
yeah, maybe this year you could.
Shout out Mother Nature. Shout out that warmth. Shout out the increase in temperature in the freaking atmosphere.
Of course. And also, a hoe never gets cold.
Oh, never gets cold. Us layered up with our minion costumes.
A hoe never gets cold.
Never. I'm just
Bruh.
kidding. We next year could do sexy. No, I don't actually want to do sexy minion ever. You know what? Let's get into the rest of the podcast. We, growing up in the Northeast, have experienced some crazy winters, and along with that comes a different type of depression and loss of hope that I think people in warmer climates just would never understand.
Also, we get encapsulated by the darkness.
Exactly.
Yes.
I think all over the U.S., at least, the sun is always setting at like 4 p.m. in the depths of winter.
Yeah.
But California and Texas, y'all do not have that like 4 feet of snow. That really just locks in the horrible vibes, I gotta be honest. I feel like in high school, seasonal depression actually hit me crazy hard.
Bro,
Like, do you remember that?
it was bad. And I think that's because you wake up in the morning and it's like pretty like dark out still when you wake up. You do your full school day, and then by the time you get out of school, it's dark again. And that is like the worst
Right.
feeling ever when you're just like, okay, well, it was just dark to dark, especially if you do sports after school or things like that. Like
If you're in a
I
club, like-
would feel like, yeah,
the whole day's gone.
the whole day I'm just like, oh, very interesting vibes. In a certain way, kind of is vibey to be like going home on the bus and it's like getting dark out and you're like,
Sunsetting.
and you're literally like, wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like leave my head on the window on the bus. I'm like, and also I'm like, this is a movie. That's me. But
I love that, actually.
overall, like when it's getting that dark, like that many days in a row, and also it gets gloomy where we are from as well. I think also California gets surprisingly gloomy as
Maybe
well
in
too.
the Bay Area.
But once it gets that dark too many times in a row, you're just like, oh, my happiness is gone.
Yeah, I feel like there's a level of like survival that comes in that we're not really used to. And then for like half of the year, at least for us in the Northeast, it's like every time we go outside, we're fighting for our lives. It's not easy. But I think with that, I think comes some introspection. Feeling like in such a dark place really can kind of push you into like new growth, I feel like.
Yeah, you have to be like, I'm going to heal myself now.
Overcoming that. Yeah,
Yes.
right? Like that's a different type of mental hurdle that is like, I don't know. I feel like it can actually be very productive as painful
some
as
of
it
our
is.
warm climate friends have not had to go through this in the shows.
When our warm climate friends have the brain level 1, we're level 100, bro.
Yes,
I'm just
like, wow,
kidding.
it feels bad.
No, but I actually really value like when I think back to every year of high school and middle school growing up in the cold, I feel like every winter really led me to a spring of rebirth into seasons of life. And the sun sets every day in the west and the sun rises in the east with new hope and new life. A sun rising every day to give me the new strength. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. But what I'm trying to say is I think the seasons of life kind of actually happen like throughout every month as well. Like I feel like I have a slump of not wanting to do anything probably once a month.
I think that's called hormones, girl.
Oh, you know, actually that is interesting how maybe I think funny how that kind of aligns with my period cycle, my
Yeah.
menstrual cycle. Huh. Wait,
You ever heard of that, girl?
me discovering the menstrual cycle?
You're like,
oh, suddenly this makes sense. Okay. Well,
You're
thanks
probably
for
like the luteal phase, the other phase. It's probably one of those girls.
shout out to those phases.
Yeah.
But when do you remember a recent, okay, you know, I really got pwned on the podcast right there, but I'm trying to move past it. Anyways, can you think of a recent time where you were feeling very unmotivated and you just like,
Yes.
when
I
was
feel
that?
like, I mean, every day is a slight battle between me and being self-disciplined. I think I am a very self-disciplined person, but it like doesn't come super easily or naturally. Like I literally have to be like, Ashley, you gotta go freaking do this. So I feel like to a certain extent, I feel a little unmotivated every day. Okay? That's like
Yeah.
normal. I feel like, you know, everybody
Preaching to the
feels a
choir.
little bit, yeah, I'm preaching to the choir. Everybody feels a little bit unmotivated. You just gotta freaking do it sometimes. Anyways, yes, during the winter, I feel like sometimes I'm like, wow. It's just like sometimes the energy isn't as high when like people aren't like going out or like I just feel like there's such a different vibe when it's like warm, people are outside, like they're having fun, they're playing frisbee, they're at the park, like they're eating outdoors. I feel like when it's winter, it's kind of just like literally the wind is like it's like
There's
barren.
tumbleweeds.
Yeah, it's like a tumbleweed rolls by and you're like, okay, like it literally like there's a different energy to the coldness of the winter where I feel like, yeah, I have a little bit of a slump like pretty much every year and that's just kind of how it happens cyclically. But yeah, similar to what Amber was saying, probably once a month I'm like, this is too much for me.
Yeah. What is the moment you would say that snaps you back into motivation and getting your stuff done? Like, what does it take for you to come out of your slump?
I think it takes for me a shower
Okay.
and giving myself a blowout.
Oh, doing your hair?
Doing my hair, like having, like, okay, so I'm in a slump. I have greasy hair. I wash my hair. I'm better now.
Life is changed.
Like, life has changed
sun is
immensely.
shining.
No, like, literally, like,
There's
if my
hope.
hair looks bad or, like, if my, like, hair feels greasy, it, like, kind of affects my whole feeling of being where I literally feel gross.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can agree with that. And then once I have, like, fresh, shiny hair, put on a little bit of mascara, that's simply all it takes for me to feel better.
Yeah, I think it is a lot of like faking it till you make it and also doing what you can to set yourself up for success.
Yeah.
Because I feel like personally when I'm in a slump, I actually just love to give myself a couple days off, which I'm very
Sometimes
lucky.
you need, like, a rot
Yeah.
day. Like, you need to rot in bed day.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm lucky that I'm able to give myself that every time I want it, period.
Every day.
Every day. Like, wait, actually every single day.
Yeah.
But I will give myself like a day and a half of just like chilling and like actually like not doing anything just so that I can feel like I gave myself a break. And then by the end of like that day and a half, I realized I'm like so antsy because I'm like, oh my God.
Like you want to do something.
Yeah. I feel like taking that break makes me like crave activities again. Like I actually crave the like energy of getting stuff done. And I realize that a lot of my anxiety comes from like just not doing it. So I take a bit of time to like, I feel like when I take my break, I like to completely shut my brain off to the part that is thinking. Oh, I'm phrasing this so badly. I like to completely shut my brain off to the section of my brain that is anxious about not getting stuff done. And I just like forget about the deadlines that I have for a little bit because I need to just pretend they don't exist. And then once a full day passes, then I am ready to get on with that shit. Nice. But I feel like when you take a break, you need to like actually take a break. So don't take a break and still think about all the things you're not getting done. You need to forget that they exist for a day and then come back to it with a new spirit and a new zest for life.
Yes. I feel like a lot of people get, as they call, analysis paralysis. So where you are overwhelmed by the amount of decisions that you have to make to the point where you literally just don't want to do anything. And I think you can either attempt to fix that by doing like one small task first, or like try, like it sounds so crazy, but like do a task that like you've been really putting off, like texting a friend that texted you 5 months ago, for example. Or you can just say, F it, I'm shutting off my whole brain, not worrying about this anymore, doing like what I want for a whole day, and then like kind of resume back like Amber said, after you have a little time off of it.
Period.
Yes.
I feel like so much of like our subconscious brains is always thinking about the deadlines that are coming up next.
Yeah.
And it's not good to have that like terrible, dark, looming thought in your head 24/7.
It's bad.
It's
eating away at your soul.
Right? Mm-hmm. I heard something recently that was like, time is a social construct. And I was like, what? That's literally what the whole world is built off of, is time. Mm-hmm. But they were saying, like, the idea of running late somewhere or having meetings at like specific times, like that's not like how humans were like born to work. Like we're not born to like clock in at like 8 o'clock sharp or like something like that. It's like, I don't know. I thought that was so, wait, why did I just think of that? Wait, I actually don't know why I thought of that. But that was just something interesting. I actually forget completely what sparked that thought in my mind.
Okay. I'm trying to remember as well.
What were we talking about before this? Okay, I think we were talking about deadlines, and I was thinking like the idea of having like such a set amount of time to get something done. I feel like every type of work always has a deadline, and that's like not really how humans should work. Like it should take however long it takes, rather than like the idea of being dictated by like some boss or like, that's right?
I guess.
Such as art. You cannot rush art. I feel like a lot of what we make is like videos, which is to some degree a form of art.
But what about farming?
Huh?
What about when humans do to farm and seasonally they need to do certain things based on the season?
Well, I think the only type of time that humans were like supposed to base their life off of was like sunrise and sunset.
And maybe the seasons
and
as
maybe
well.
Also the seasons. But like
and
the
maybe
idea
also
of like
the moon and the stars.
So true,
and
bro.
Maybe also the rain and the sunshine.
No, girl, you're preaching right now. But I'm saying like the idea of like a meeting at 5 o'clock sharp. That's crazy. Who does that?
You're going off the deep end, girl.
I really am. I don't know why. Like I don't know why that like really struck a chord in me when I heard that.
No,
and
I feel that.
Barely
it's like, why are we like doing this? Like what even is 5 o'clock? Dude, you just said so much dumb shit, and now you're gonna laugh at me for saying what is even 5 o'clock?
Okay, I think literally
I'm leaving the podcast.
No. Well, no, because you're like saying my own thoughts back to me, but then when you say it, I'm like, why did I think that was like so profound?
like it is.
What is time?
It is though, but it's like a little cringe to say it out loud. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
No, you know I stand by it. What is 5 o'clock, guys? Everybody,
somebody comment down below. What is 5 o'clock? Explain.
What is 5 o'clock?
5 o'clock is the time somebody out there is drinking
Hell
right
yeah,
now.
bro.
If you're watching right now, open a beer.
Yeah. What is 5 o'clock? I'll tell you what it is. It's somewhere. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm joking.
I would like to thank our sponsor, Bud Light. I'm just kidding.
I wish. I'm just kidding.
Bruh.
One day. Period.
Okay.
Girl, we have the best of times, girl.
Girl, I love these moments that we have together.
We're just so silly.
All these
and
moments are
surreal.
just a social construct, though, and we will live on forever.
Hell yeah.
in the
Let's do this
memories.
again at 5 o'clock tomorrow, bro.
Okay, sounds good.
But tomorrow with a beer.
yes.
I'm joking.
Hold my beer. Hold my beer. Beautiful Twin Sisters just released a new podcast.
Hell yeah.
Okay. You know, I do actually have kind of a formula for how to get out of a slump.
Really?
Yes. And I began to tell you my formula, which was take a shower, stinkies,
Okay.
wash your hair, shampoo and conditioner, and maybe blow dry it real nice and style it real nice and feel good about yourself. Do a little bit of makeup if that's your vibe. If not, then like that's also your vibe. But like do whatever makes you feel good and beautiful. Like put on some earrings or something, or like a necklace.
Let's start with the
Yes.
physical, basically. Right?
I guess. Yeah. I don't know why you're like, so you're gonna start with the physical. But no, I think like something that makes you feel like clean and just like better about yourself, because I feel like whenever I feel kind of like gross, sometimes I'm also feeling like stinky.
Yes. I feel like feeling a little gross and unmotivated go hand in hand.
Yeah, exactly.
So you gotta snap out of that
Then
first.
once you feel a little bit better, okay, now you look and feel a little bit better, right? Girl, go outside and breathe some fresh air. Go let the sun shine on your skin. Please wear SPF if you're going outdoors. And just breathe it in and like look around at your surroundings and be like, yes, I'm on the earth. Yes, I'm listening to the Beautiful Twin Sisters podcast in Central Park right now.
Yes.
If you're listening to the Beautiful Twin Sisters podcast in Central Park, drop a comment.
Yeah.
There might be one of you out there right now listening to the BTSP right now, right there.
Dope.
Yes. And then once you go outside, time to do some affirmations. I am gorgeous. I am rich, if not monetarily, then emotionally and with friendships in your life, spiritually. What are other affirmations? Go.
I do not stink right now. I am not gross.
My hair is not greasy.
I do not have a green aura with flies buzzing around my head.
I will stop having pit stains every day. Inshallah.
Inshallah, I will
Inshallah.
stop sweating so much.
Yes. What else could you say? You know, just do some affirmations and like sit and relax, listen to some music or podcast. And I also like to do journaling, perhaps. You could journal a little bit. If not journaling, I think just like making even a to-do list like really helps you organize your thoughts. So something to just help you organize your thoughts. And then I feel like after that, you're pretty much whipped back into shape. I'm being so for real. Like
That is all
the
you need.
formula is so easy. Take a shower, go outside. That's it.
Write a list out. Thank you for sharing that. I feel like
course.
that sometimes it really is that simple. Because like when you feel that stuck, it's hard to think like there's another side. Like you will come out on the other end feeling better. But it really is just about taking that first step.
Yeah, and I feel like it can be a lot of effort to be like, oh, I have to take a shower and then go
Right.
outside and choose my outfit. Like it feels like sometimes you're like literally just not in the mood to do that. But trust me, if you just do it, you're gonna feel so much better. And I also am the type of person where I literally get like scared to leave my house for some reason. Where like I literally sit inside and then like once you've sat inside for so long, you're like
You get used to it. and
like
you're
I don't know, like it just feels scary to like leave your house. So sometimes
Right?
you just need to be like, I'm gonna leave my freaking house. So
Yeah.
yeah,
What is the quote? Sadness likes company or something? Like
misery loves company.
Period. There you go. There I go. Yes. I feel like once you get in like the routine of being sad or like you just feel stuck, like it really is easy to feel like no, I could be comfortable being like stuck like this the rest of my life. But obviously you will feel better once you kind of just like slowly make your way out of that.
Yeah, I think like when you are being affected by the seasonal changes, the hardest part is to just be like, acknowledge like, okay, I'm feeling down. I'm going to try to change it. You know what I mean? And like, not like sulk and like, oh, it's so
Right.
dark. It's like, it's really hard to pull yourself out of that.
I think also like I think you can take a lot of inspiration from your low periods. Like I feel like the low periods that you have drive your high periods just as much.
Absolutely. You kind of
like,
need them to like
Get to that point.
get to better personal growth.
And I feel like all of your personal growth happens at the bottom. Like if you don't have any bottoms, you're never gonna like have a
It's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Exactly, right?
Literally, yeah.
Literally.
We're pulling out the quotes.
Hell yeah, we are. Because, I don't know, like, I feel like everyone wishes, like, there were just no bad moments, but
There
or,
gotta
like,
be. Without the rain, you'll never appreciate the sunshine.
Yes. So true.
Yeah.
And do not get it twisted.
Do not get that twisted.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I feel like people, there's like the grind set, whatever that everybody
Mentality.
has. Yeah, mentality where you think like you have to be go, go, go all the time, have to be so motivated, like the work never stops. You're so energized and ready to do everything. But I feel like the reason why humans function in that cycle of going in and out of like depressive moments up to the higher moments, it's all part of the like natural human function and the way that like you are supposed to work. Like the bad moments do not mean that you are a failure. That just means like you are a human, and that's literally how the cycle works. And I don't know, I feel like some of the most inspirational times of my life were not when I was feeling my best. It was like when I was coming out of a slump, or like when, I don't know, all of my most impactful moments that have happened in my brain were when I was at my lowest. And so I'm grateful for that.
I agree. I
Mic
agree
drop.
with that, bro. I would not be the person I am today without those low moments.
So true.
And that is the truth.
Where do you find most of your inspiration in general
life,
Yeah.
inspiration.
Inspiration to grow as a person and develop.
I do wonder that. I feel like just like innately I have like a drive to like grow and like experience and learn, but I don't know where that drive necessarily comes from, other than like maybe it's literally just instinctual.
Yeah.
But I think also I am inspired by like other people and like what I see, like opportunities that like, I don't know, like everything in life is an opportunity kind of, if that makes sense. Like there's just so many cool things that you can do and so much life that you can live. And I think that I'm inspired by that to kind of be like, okay, I am alive. I'm going to try to experience like life to the fullest. I don't necessarily know if there's like a specific thing or person that inspires me the most. I don't know. Do you have inspiration specifically?
I feel
Like Slushy Noobs, probably.
Probably Slushy Noobs. Actually, yeah, number one inspiration source.
Okay.
Actually, though, they are crazy. Like, because obviously we are in the same field of like making YouTube videos. You know how it is.
Yeah,
But
I mean, you're basically Martin, I'm basically Hamza.
I mean, come on, let's be real.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, seeing other people make videos that are so like, what is it called? Unrestricted or like
Yeah, like they're
bound.
literally being themselves.
Yeah, they are fearless. Like they are tethered by nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. I feel like obviously we have had moments of really having that down and being like ourselves and like really confident in what we're doing. And then there's moments where we're more second guessing. And I think because we've been doing YouTube for a handful of years, it's easy to get stuck.
I think it's easy to get stuck or to like try to fall into a certain mold and then like you are not yourself as much anymore.
Yeah. So seeing Slushy Noobs, which new YouTubers, literally seeing other people make videos with such a freshness, and such a zest for life, and like such a
like I love when it's like people that are more newly on social media and they literally are just like unafraid. They don't give a fuck. Like they just do their own thing, right? And I love that.
So honestly, they are one of the most inspiring things to me recently. Thank you, Martin and Hamza.
What inspires you in life? Slushy Noobs.
Probably Slushy Noobs, but yeah. So I feel like deadass them and other like people like them. I just like to watch any type of videos that's like, damn, that's like what I need to channel. Like that's like the energy that I need. I feel like.
Well, have you ever watched Kelly Wakasa and decided that maybe you should do what excites?
I'm just kidding. You know, sometimes I did watch his new video where he went to Colombia, the one he said he was never gonna post because he was like unsure of it.
Yeah.
I watched that video. It was really good.
Right?
I just watched it. Yeah.
Everybody second guesses themselves, bro.
Come on. No, what a nice, like, meaningful video.
Yeah.
So good for Kelly. But I also feel like I get a lot of inspiration just from myself. I feel like that's kind of what you were saying too, is just like a natural drive. And also like seeing myself succeed and like seeing the growth that I've had, like obviously pushes me forward.
Yeah.
And I think mostly knowing that there's more ahead for me is what inspires me to keep going. So I'm like, hell yeah, I have no idea what's coming next, but like I know there's something. Shit. There's something, bro.
Yeah, shit.
But yeah, I also think I not to be stupid and weird, but
Well, it's okay. We can just like call this like the corniest podcast ever.
Yeah.
BTSP episode number.
That's the
32
title.
or whatever.
33.
Oh, sorry.
I think.
Okay.
Yep, I know the numbers. I feel like sometimes when I take a break and actually just consume art, like such as music, movies, things like that, book, then I'm like, wow.
She tried to click the book. Just kidding.
Bro. But actually though, like watching a good movie will like change my life.
Yeah.
And I feel like obviously I also went to film school, so I think that is so more ingrained in my brain. It's like I love a good movie.
Yeah.
And reading a book and like tapping into those like more meaningful things will kind of snap me out of whatever stupid as hell rut that I'm in, where I feel like I'm so like scared of very stupid tiny things. And when I realized that the world is dead as my oyster and I am free to do whatever I want, like once I realized my free will, then I'm like, let's fucking go.
Oh, that's another thing you could do. Part of the formula is realization of free will. Like just go do some like dumb shit for no reason. Like go stand on your counter or like put something like really stupid. Like,
no, you know,
like pour out something on the floor and be like, yeah. Or like, I don't know.
Your dada sang the meme of the girl in the grocery store with like the bananas on her head. And she's like, she's so crazy. I can't bring her anywhere. Can we insert the meme? It's this one.
I don't even know that.
Well, that's basically, sorry,
Like,
not to shame you.
eat a sandwich and like eat the middle part first.
Bite into a Kit Kat hole.
Bite into a Kit Kat. Bite into a Hershey bar, but like on the side, like long ways.
Ew.
Eat the Chipotle burrito like Justin Bieber in the park that one time.
Oh, yeah. It was actually sometimes what I think. Recently, I've been more, for some reason, talking to random people on the street. Granted, I'm not the one starting the conversations, but for some reason, a lot of people are coming up to me recently and just asking me random questions. Like today, we were walking and then this lady was like, girls, I'm sorry. Could you please help me? My bag is falling off my shoulder and I just can't reach it.
She's holding like 2 Trader Joe's bags and then like
So
her
her
like purse is falling off her shoulder. She's like, can you just put it back on my shoulder for
And
me?
we're like, yes.
It's like so random.
And then we just put it back on her shoulder. I'm like, that's what I need to be doing. Just like stopping people on the street and be like, hey, I have like something tiny to ask you. Can you just do this for me? And it's like totally harmless and if anything, just very funny. So
Yeah, like other people are like for the most part very nice and like you don't gotta be afraid of the people that are out there.
so true, girl.
Yeah, I think it's getting yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit as well.
I think, yeah.
That's like I was on the boosted board, as you guys saw, over a Halloween, whatever. And I was the Statue of Liberty riding on a pizza with my boyfriend who was the Rat, aka the King in New York.
Hell yeah.
And that was definitely very much so out of my comfort zone. But you know, those kind of moments, that's what I live for, guys. Like that literally is so random. And I'm like, okay, this is my use of free will.
Right?
Yeah, like this is so random, but it's like so funny and like people love it and like are smiling and made them so happy. So I was like,
that
this
is like
great.
such a nice thing. Obviously you guys were Aladdin and Jasmine last year and that was such a hit. And I feel like what a nice thing, what a nice way to use your free will. For you and Kelly to just go around and make the people of New York
like
smile.
the little kids were loving that. It was so funny.
That's so nice. Like that's what okay, another fun use of free will. I think actually just being kind is kind of what we're talking. Like, I love to just randomly be kind. I forget that that's like an option that you could just go out of your way to like really
I love
show
your dress
kindness
or something,
right? For Halloween, I put a bowl of candy in our
that was so cute.
in our hallway of our apartment, and I said. I put a bowl of candy and I wrote a sign that said Happy Halloween and like little drawings on it. And I said, take a piece from Amber and Ashley in whatever apartment number.
Yeah.
And because we like the apartment hallway is usually just empty. It's literally just the elevators and that's it. It's very much a liminal space. But I was like, no, let me make it nice and cozy. Let me be neighborly. I think we have some children neighbors. I mean, them a piece of candy.
The children neighbors are like 1 month old and 5 and like 2 years old, but that's okay.
Yeah, I was actually scared when I put the bowl of candy out there. I was like, what if this starts like an argument in their family where like the kids want the candy, but the parents don't want to give it to them?
Yeah.
And I just put a whole bowl out there. But yeah,
It's fine.
I was like, we've lived in this apartment for like a year. Nothing has ever like been in that hallway. Might as well put out something nice and festive. I don't know. So that was really fun for me. And I liked every day walking past the bowl and seeing more candy being taken out of the bowl.
Yeah, it's so cute.
And if you guys are wondering, the most popular candy that was taken out of the bowl was Twix.
Very interesting.
Not surprised, honestly. I was eating up the Twix too before I put them out there.
Oh yeah.
I put Twix, Skittles, M&Ms, and Snickers.
Do you have a favorite Halloween candy?
I think it's got to be Kit Kat overall, right?
Whoa. I feel like Kit Kats are like, wow, when you get the Kit Kat, you're like, okay, yep, that's mine.
I'm still eating
I'm
those
not
Kit
trading
Kats.
that. I do like Twix though too. Or actually, I'm a pretty big like Snickers fan.
Yeah, now that I'm an adult, the Snickers are fire.
I love Snickers.
So good.
You ever had a Snickers ice cream?
Yes.
That's fire.
The peanut, the salty peanut in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That's what we need more of.
You ever had 100 grand?
Yeah, those
With a
were really
pretzel?
good as kids. No, that's not with a pretzel.
Wait.
You're thinking of Take 5.
Oh,
That's fire.
I like Take 5.
Take 5 should be way more popular, bro.
I've never even seen them in stores in years.
I
Do they
think
exist still?
Reese's did like a collab with Take 5, so now you'll see a Reese's Take 5 everywhere, but I don't want the Reese's Take 5. I want the regular Take 5.
Oh.
Take 5 is a candy that has pretzel, caramel, chocolate, something in it.
I used to be obsessed with Crunch bars, bro, when I was really little. I don't think I could eat a Crunch bar now because it's like so milk chocolatey, but when I was
Yeah.
younger, like, whoa.
Delicious.
Delicious.
Oh, the real treat though to find in your Halloween basket is the kettle corn popcorn balls.
Oh, those are fire.
You remember those popcorn
Yep.
balls? Mm-hmm. That has like a huge. It's like the bag that you get is the size of like a little snack-sized chip bag.
Yeah.
but it's just a popcorn
Popcorn ball.
sphere. Delicious.
Do you know actually what was always my favorite candy though, like growing up?
what?
Was the Jumbo Lifesaver gummy. It was like a
Jumbo?
huge, yeah, it was like a big Lifesaver gummy, and it was like had sour like sugar coating on the outside of it,
I have no memory of that.
and it like came in a
Wait,
little plastic bag,
How big was it?
like this big.
That's not jumbo. That's like a normal size.
no, but
You're holding
but-
up like a quarter
so a
size.
Lifesaver is normally like this, like so teeny tiny, like a hard. Think of a hard Lifesaver.
Okay.
The Jumbo Lifesaver was like this, and it was like miniature donut size, and it was just like a gummy ring, and it was individually packaged, where just one gummy ring would be in each
I
package.
think I barely remember that.
Oh, and I like Gobstoppers.
Oh. Very interesting indeed, girl. Very
thanks.
interesting. Shit.
Do you like Andes mints?
Nope.
What?
I don't like peppermints. I saved that for my toothpaste, bro.
You ever had like the snow caps or?
I don't like
York
those either.
Peppermint patty.
Dude, that's like the elderly candies.
I love York peppermint patties.
Ew. I'm sorry.
You're
I
such
can't
a
do that.
hater. I
I'm
love York
sorry.
peppermint patty.
No. I want to get back on topic now.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. But I was also thinking, you were talking a lot about journaling, and I
Yes.
think we both really thrive off of writing things down.
Yeah,
feel
but
like it's a good
I
way
fall off of it quickly though, which
right?
is bad.
It's hard. You kind of got to like stick to it every day. But I think visualizing something on paper really helps. And also it helps you realize how minimal your issues are, because you think you have like a super long to-do list in your head, and once you write it out and it all fits on one sheet of paper, you're like, oh, this looks like more achievable now that I see it in front of me, and there's no more question of like, what am I forgetting? It's all just right there.
exactly.
But something else I did recently that I think actually was so inspiring to me was I just opened up my journal and I wrote out a whole page of like what I like. Because sometimes you
Whoa.
can get so lost in your identity and like who you are and what even matters to you. Like, what are your values? What is important to you in your day-to-day life? That I literally just wrote out, I like cooking. I like baking. I like the idea of having a garden one day.
Whoa.
I like making videos. I like listening to music. And I just needed to remember, like, what do I even enjoy doing and what
You're like,
matters
why
to
am
me?
I on this earth?
Literally, it
Like,
was like
what is my purpose?
Dead ass. And I had to answer
funny.
that question on a piece of paper over and over again. And I wrote that all out. And then once I saw that, I was like, okay, first of all, life is beautiful because I can easily do all of these things right now if I wanted to.
Yes.
And two, life is beautiful because I'm going to start doing them right now.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. I think obviously everybody getting caught up in their work and like the stupid side of work and like having to get tasks done and achieve certain milestones can be very scary.
Yeah.
But I think you need to have a good balance of enjoying your day when you have the time. Throw on some music. Bro, craziest thing ever is the happiest I have felt recently was doing the dishes and listening to music. Every time I do the dishes, I'm like, this is my favorite part of the day.
Whoa, and I know you say you always love if you're driving, like singing in the car.
Yes. But when you're not home and then I do the dishes and I sing out loud, I'm like, this is literally what I need.
You can still sing out loud when I'm home. I've told you that.
You tell me to stop singing, bro.
That's only because you wash the dishes at like 3 a.m. Like, it's crazy. You could, okay, you're allowed to sing, but like, I'm gonna have a cutoff at like 10 p.m., like a noise ordinance. I'm sorry.
You're silencing my heart's song.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Wait, do you know the video that's like, you quench my spirit?
No. What?
You don't know that?
Well, who says that?
The little girl like tells her dad like it's like she's just like there and she's like really sad and she's like, you crushed my spirit.
Bro, that's me right now.
And like
though.
literally that's like, oh, I'm sorry, honey, I crushed your spirit. And
That's
she's like and she's like, you crushed my spirit. And I feel like she sounds like French or something, but maybe she has a baby voice, but she's like, you crushed my spirit.
Bro, that's me every time you tell me to stop singing at 3 a.m. I know it's late, but
Choose a different time, girl. I'm sorry. I gotta be for real.
that's when the inspiration hits me. That's when I feel most compelled to sing.
Okay.
I think you would value from singing out loud more.
Yeah, I have
you
a
would
closed
value.
chakra.
You would, how did I word that? You would have lots to gain from singing out loud.
Yes.
Because I think,
You would have lots to gain from stop going on TikTok.
shit. Okay, you have a good point. Damn it. Touche. Come see, come saw. I'm trying to think. What is the line that sounds like that? Where it's like, to each his own.
That does not sound like come see, come saw.
That kind of has the same like amount of syllables.
Bro.
Come see, come saw in French means like,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
It literally just means
It's like, it's like this, like that. Yeah.
It's in the middle. I don't know, girl. We have different ways of getting through our days. I like to TikTok and sing. You like to journal and keep your mouth quiet. And we could both switch it up probably a bit.
I could definitely sing a little bit more. I think I'm getting better with that though over time. I'm like becoming more outgoing and having a little bit less of a closed throat chakra. Well, like anyone else would, I struggle with feeling awkward sometimes.
Yeah. But I've also heard that singing relaxes your nervous system because like the vibrations and dancing. Because I think when you sing and dance, your body like knows that you're not in danger.
Yeah.
So it's literally like a self-soothing tactic.
Yeah.
And the vibrations of singing like literally calm down your brain.
Oh, that's also, and then you listen to 174 hertz music.
Literally. I've never gotten that. Do you listen to those?
Like vibrational music?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Sometimes I would play them, yeah.
That stresses me out more because I feel like I'm supposed to be relaxing and then I'm not.
Sometimes it's like a little bit crazy because like it borderlines on being like, this is like really relaxing, or like, wait, why am I like in the Balenciaga store right now?
Yeah, it's too like ambient.
Yeah, it's like really ambient. I like it though sometimes, but like I always eventually have to be like, okay, I gotta shut this off now. This is a little bit much.
Yeah.
I actually really genuinely love silence and not playing music though. While I feel like you're the type of person where you constantly have music playing. For me, like that
Yeah.
feels like it clouds my brain, and I'm like really content with doing everything with no music and just like walking with my own thoughts. But I feel like some people really like can't handle their own thoughts.
That's me.
Really?
Well,
But that's not why you listen to music. I think you just genuinely enjoy music.
Yeah, I just like the music.
Yeah.
Some people just don't want to think though.
Yeah.
Is that true, or are we just making that assumption?
I think I have friends that are like that. They're like, no, I do not want to like be left alone with my thoughts.
Wow.
Okay, interesting.
Huh. Oh, I think actually there's kind of like a time and place to be alone with your thoughts. If it's 24/7, that's a scary world. Just kidding.
You know where I'm alone with my thoughts? In the club with my thoughts.
In
Get
the
it? That's THOTS. I'm alone with my thoughts.
who says that?
I'm joking, bro. This was a dad joke. Like I'm
don't-
with my thoughts in the club.
Oh, thoughts. THOTS. Oh, when
Yes,
you
in,
said
like, the
all those
club.
letters, I was like, who? THOTS. I'm with my thoughts in the
like,
club.
we're in the club. Like in the club, we're all fam.
So true. Wait, that was
I actually don't really
crazy.
know if I like that trend. It kind of bothers me. I don't know why.
Me too, a little bit. Because
I don't know where it came from. That's why it bothers me.
yeah, I don't.
Where did it come from?
I heard where it was from. It was some random show that I've never seen. But sorry
funny,
to all
though.
there's definitely people watching this that are like, you don't like that show? I'm sorry. But
I don't know the show.
the reason why I don't like that trend is because everyone making the videos doesn't have anything to add to it.
Yeah, or like they don't know what it's from even either. But I guess also I do every single trend that like I don't know where it came from, but I don't know. Yeah, it's just like you're just mouthing it, but like it's not adding anything. Like there's no like funny take on it.
No one really adds a joke on top of it. They just lip sync it.
Yeah.
And like the audio is supposed to be the joke itself. But I'm like, no, you need to add some more depth to that joke, please.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's
Please and thank you.
Yeah, there's a lack of depth.
Seriously, guys, there's a real lack of depth on TikTok right now. And we need to
Specifically
fix
on that
it.
trend, like it's just really fucked up.
My hot take is that trend on TikTok is lacking depth and it needs to stop right now. I'm completely joking. I'm lacking
very
depth
funny.
on TikTok. I'm lacking depth,
Meanwhile,
period.
like us on TikTok be like minion,
Minion
like,
dancing.
bruh.
That's the depth I'm looking for.
Yep.
I'm joking.
That has eons of more depth. That made no sense because eons is a measure of time, but that's fine.
And time is a social construct, bro. We've been over this. Cut it out with the time talk. TikTok, clock, time. It's all social construct.
you should
TikTok,
do
TikTok. That's
slam
from Catching
poetry, bro.
Yes. Wait, that was actually the realest, most. We really came full circle on this
did.
podcast, guys.
That was crazy.
Wow. Well, speaking of full circle, clock is a circle. Time, social contract.
Well,
Mic drop.
Well, speaking of circle, clock is a circle.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done. Do you have any final words of wisdom to people looking for motivation? And
I think I always say this, but if you're looking for motivation and you're watching this podcast, I think you're already in the right space because you already have come to the realization that you want to make some type of difference or change. So all I have to say is you got this. And I think it's good to go about life just appreciating. I think appreciation is one of the most valuable things to get you through the tough times, is to be like, okay, I appreciate my life and I appreciate the earth and everything it has to offer. So sometimes you just got to take a step back. Wait, I'm going to say something really cringe and it'll be funny.
okay.
Sometimes you just have to take a step back and realize that, hey, we're all just on the floating rock.
Stop. Cut it out
No,
right
but I'm
now.
like being dead ass.
That actually
Like I'm
inflicts
being dead ass.
terror in me.
Oh, sometimes I think about like, and then if the earth was just like, woof, and then I'm like, oh, it's a rock.
Oh, it's a rock.
It's a rock.
Oh, it's a rock.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do think actually what?
I have another piece of advice.
Okay, go for it.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you.
No, I'll save my thought.
I
got
just
it.
was gonna forget. Also, if you need help, watch one of those videos where the Earth gets shrunk and it goes like zing, 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 until like, and you see more of the solar system.
Oh, and it like shows you in comparison how small the Earth is to
Yes.
the other planets.
Yes.
Honestly, facts.
Unless that makes you scared, then don't do that.
Then look at a globe and imagine that's the biggest thing that could ever exist.
Go on Google Maps and like tap around for fun.
Yeah. Be like, you know what? The Earth is huge and
Oh, and then
meaningful.
play Babbling Brook sound on your TV or your iPhone.
oh, so true.
Yeah.
Wow. Truer words have never been spoken.
Or go to a real Babbling Brook.
That would be ideal.
Yes.
I do think actually the quickest way to access happiness in your brain is to tap into that appreciation. Like you were saying, actually, that is like so true. If you just like write out a list of what you're thankful for, as corny as that seems, that will really like set you forward with a new pep in your step,
Yeah.
a new sparkle in your eye.
Puts everything into perspective.
Right? Like there's always something to be grateful for. And I feel like tapping into that and feeling that appreciation will like literally give you all the inspiration that you need to keep moving forward. Also, on the topic of Babbling Brook, I feel like I've also heard that water and seeing water literally makes people's brains
yeah.
happy. It's the same thing where like
Take a bath.
period. But like seeing water literally releases like dopamine in your brain because you see like the sparkling water and things that sparkle make people happy because your human brain adapted to see the sparkle of water and like know that that's like your life source. So when you see sparkling things, then you're happy. But literally seeing water will make your brain happier. So if you have access to a body of water, go look at that.
Or a disco ball.
You're a disco ball.
Yes.
Search up a video of sparkling glitter on YouTube and watch that on loop. That's all you need.
Listen to ASMR, brain scratch with the fork. ASMR.
ASMR, yes. But yeah, I do think if you're struggling with motivation, know that you're not alone. The most successful people in the world have all been in that same position, and it does not make you less than. I think it's a natural part of living, and you will come out on the other side, I assure you. No matter how dark or deep it seems right now, there's always something beautiful that will come out of it. And I think everyone has so much beautiful things to offer the world, and you should not think of yourself as less than other people. Like, you, inshallah, will make it. Inshallah.
We love to say that.
I love that word.
Bruh.
Inshallah, you will find the beauty of life and move forward with a beautiful, beautiful inspiration.
Yes, our friend Saad, you guys might know him as the cake review guy
On TikTok?
on TikTok. Always loves to be like, yes, like, inshallah.
He taught us the definitions of inshallah, alhamdulillah, and what's the other one? The third one.
I was trying to Google it.
Mashallah.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Okay,
mashallah.
yeah. There you go.
Yes. So he taught
And
us them properly.
Let us know if we used them properly. I think we did, right?
Well, yeah, I think we did, because I think you say, like, we will do something, or, like, something will be like this, inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah is like the future tense
Future
one.
tense, yeah.
Inshallah, we will have an amazing episode next week for you guys as well.
And then if something's, like, good in the moment, like, if I'm sipping my hojicha, I'm like, this is very good.
Mashallah.
Mashallah.
Yes. Yes.
Cultured queens.
I love the BTSP, mashallah.
Yes.
I don't know if any of that is correct. Let us
Yeah.
know. But let's perhaps get into our favorites of the week.
Oh, yes. You go first.
Okay, favorite of the week, changing colors of the trees. I love the orange leaves, seeing the leaves on the ground. That just like really tickles something in my brain. I love that. Favorite thing about myself, though, is finding new music recently. I think I've been in a slump for the past like year where I haven't really found new artists or songs that I like that I've never heard before. But recently I've been listening to a lot of new ones that I am quite enjoying. So that's a fun like little inspiration drop, new music. Oh, actually, and favorite thing is that we're finishing up our merch. We're releasing the merch soon. So
Oh,
stay tuned for next week
that's
where I think
facts.
we will literally be dropping it.
Yeah.
Yay! I can't wait for you guys to see
This
it,
is
bro.
a huge moment for
I
the
think
BTSP.
it's so cute. And we've been working on it for deadass like months for some reason. Like,
Yeah, like it's just taken forever.
because we were so like some of the designs just like weren't right, but now we've like whittled it down to the perfect designs and the perfect
Yes.
merch, and we're so excited. Yes. Stay tuned for next week. Oh. What about you, Ashley?
Wait, what's your favorite about yourself, though?
Finding new music.
Wait.
I've been seeking out
So
new
your
music.
favorite thing was the merch, but then the favorite thing about yourself was that you found music?
Yes, my favorite things were the changing leaves and the merch. Favorite
Mm-hmm.
thing about myself was seeking out new music.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Got it.
What about you, Queen?
Okay. Can I actually start with my favorite thing about myself first?
Sure.
Okay. My favorite thing about myself right now is that I feel like I really try not to negative self-talk.
Ooh.
And that I've been more aware of that and about trying not to do that, because I think it's just like not good for your own mental health, even if like you're saying it as a joke. And sometimes I will say it as a joke, but then like once you say it too much, it kind of like becomes your reality a little bit, or like you genuinely start to think that way about yourself. So I feel like if you just are not negative self-talking and like not, I also think like when you're around other people, like you might be like, haha, like this is funny, but like actually like, you know what? You're putting yourself down. Like, don't do that to yourself. Like,
Yeah.
you're better than that, girl.
And also sometimes as the person hearing someone make
It's,
a
like,
joke about themselves,
awkward.
it's not like fun to hear someone say that about
sometimes
themselves
I'm like,
either.
oh, yeah.
It's like, no, you don't need to
Like,
say
you're
that.
fine. Yeah.
So true.
Okay, and then my favorite of the week is like literally Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet album.
Really? Yeah. What are your favorite songs?
But I literally like every song on her album. Where I feel like I could play the whole album and be like, this is a fire album.
Whoa. Wait, what are your favorite deep cuts?
My favorite one though of the entire album is Don't Smile. Don't Smile.
I haven't heard that one.
Yes, you have. You literally the other day were playing TikTok and like blasting it, but maybe you just
How's
didn't
it
like
go?
clock it.
You have to sing it right
Don't
now.
smile, be Wait. Don't smile me, cry because it's over. Don't cry because it. Wait, don't smile because it happened, baby. Cry because it's over.
That's so real.
You should think about me something every time you hold her. That's the best song on the album.
Great job, Ashley, singing to the public. Yes, you did it.
Anyways, but yeah, that's my favorite song of the album, and I like all her music, and she's funny, and she's also very funny for, you know, her song Juno.
Yeah.
I also really like this song where she's so funny at like her concerts is like, do you know where she does a freaking pose?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it has me so dead. Bro, she's funny for that. Oh my god.
That is funny.
She'd be like, have you ever tried this one? And I'm like,
Yeah. That's one of those things where I'm like, oh, I would not be comfortable doing that.
I would not be comfortable doing that either. I think it's really funny for her though. But if I did that, I would literally be like, whoa.
Yeah.
So funny.
She has a certain bravery that we do not have.
Exactly. Good for her.
Really good for her.
Yes.
Well, I think that just about wraps up this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. We're sending you all the love and inspiration and motivation and a hug as well. We're all in this together, guys. Life is so complicated, but also very beautiful, and that's what really matters. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week with some epic merch on, perhaps. We may or may not be wearing the new merch. Oh my God.
We'll see if all goes well.
Yes.
If we're not wearing the merch, then that's awkward.
No, we will be wearing the merch.
Okay, cool. Yes, thanks for watching, guys. We love you very much, and we will see you next week with our merch on.
Hell yeah. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Beautiful Twin Sisters, out.
Beautiful twin sisters.
Sisters.